Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When we last left off, we cheesed Darth Malak's dude because we went down there, killed his two friends, and then hopped on this thing and skedaddled out of the fight. The end result is, if his health hasn't restored, he is exactly where I left him. Hello, Darthy. You're exactly where we left you.
I'm here. The force. You shall fall.
800 points for me. Thank you very much. 400 points for that. Score. Ooh, fiber armor. He was using force powers. Darth Brandon's fiber armor. Let's see. Jedi Master Robe is a defense bonus of 3. Dark Jedi is a 2. Jedi Robe. Defense bonus 5. This is fire upgradable armor. Despite the unfortunate fate of Darth Brandon's Bandon, this light armor remains a desirable asset for any warrior. The silvery polish reflects in pride and craftsmanship rarely seen today. It's upgradable, and I can still. Oh no, I can't use most of my force powers. Then again, I don't really use much force powers other than heal and then attack with intent. I don't even know what the body is. There's no thing to make it highlight the things on the floor. So I lose access to burst speed and force aura. I still have cure though. And my dark side powers. That's fine. Also, annoyingly, I haven't been able to loot all 3 bodies, but
Oh.
these dials worse.
Oh.
It's worth a lot of points. Corpse. Okay, that's a nice pistol. Still, I love the fact that we came down, cheesed the fight, and then went back, came down, attacked him, then cheesed the fight and left by leaving. Came back down, he's exactly where we left him, and we just like poke, poke, poke. They win. It's like, you cheat. Calf double sword. 2 to 20. See, the lightsabers are really nice.
The damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Jolie. Jolie Bendo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit.
I will, but... Are you a Jedi?
Ah, don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby, under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
Master, statement. He is loony. Statement, correct. Ion rifles are good, if we have to fight droids. We went this way. Under a log. I'm sure it's not in the log. Talk to you, Jolie.
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We
Yeah.
should discuss a few things.
Yes, I feel there's much you can tell me.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
Yes, I want to ask, have you any knowledge of star maps?
Now, why would you be asking about that, hmm? Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
If you have information, please tell it to me.
Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Zerka Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that.
Huh.
The trees themselves are strangers.
I don't understand. Can you be more specific?
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
Can I just pay you? I hate jumping hoops. Why should I trust you, you crazy old coot?
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit.
Yep.
Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Okay. Where are they? How many of them?
They're not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie.
Why do you care if they're here?
They don't respect this place. They're butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
So, the age 70 wants me to get some kids off his lawn. So the age 70 Jedi wants me to get some kids off his lawn.
Yes, I'm an old man that's getting fussy. Call me foolish if you will, I don't care, you still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself. Find a better way.
I will look into
Good.
it.
Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
Yeah, we got some quest lines to do with the guy. First things first. I probably force triggers to just leave.
Oh!
Basto's handy to have in a fight because she heals quite a fair bit, and she hits very often.
Powering weapon.
More of these guys. 10 would be nice. 20 would be better. Oh, well, 17. You don't level up quickly in this game. Right. So, basket up, so they said northeast. You're just murdering the wildlife, are you? No, not really. I was just, anything that decides to attack me.
Droid efficiency at its best.
There.
Droid efficiency at its best.
You cannot win.
500.
Oh,
And this guy makes 6. And one moment, folks. I'll be right back. And back, folks. Right, now die a Katar. Katar to kill. Ah, I saved some.
Droid efficiency at its best.
Can you be worth like a grand extra 3 zeros more? Oh my god. Maya frag mines. Okay. Commander Dern.
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koro slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead. He's got no authority with me. I'm with SWKotOR.
Yeah.
He's just some pet we keep so the locals stay in line. As long as you don't get in my way, you can wander where you want. I've got a job to do. Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing. I could use an extra hand. A couple men have gone missing. If I lose many more, I'll have to close up shop. We are hunting the little simians, the tack. They have a gland that acts as a stimulant when powdered. I figure I've got 2 or 3 wealthy years to butcher the lot of them. You want in before I make them extinct? No. I'll be rich by then, and we won't need to do it anymore. I don't have to worry about it. Besides, if there's no more tack, the predators that eat them will die off, and we'll have an easier time milking this planet.
I'm off.
Good. I'm not down here to direct traffic.
Right, so if he loses his guard and the sonic emitters go down, he will vacate the premises because this.
on it. Done.
Wow, that was easy.
On it. Done.
So she just went and stole everything from our boxes.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander.
You, what are you doing here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
Well, that's some questions.
I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter.
Dangerous place. Good, so you should leave.
No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. I really need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Deserter. Traitor. I'll make an example of you.
Wow. So, okay, other than dark side in that one, which was a bit of an unfortunate thing, I didn't realize I was going to do that. Usually they don't do that, but hey ho. I've got to figure out a way to make him leave. Nothing attached, that's the thing. So what's further in all of these? That looks like a shield generator. It would be nice if I got them points for that. But oh, well, the body's not, it's on the rocks. Right, so Batman's accidentally gained some dark side points. Whoops. Gonna use force persuasion to make the guy run. He won't leave because I think he's strong at the game's code, so he's a strong enough will not to want to leave. And you could get a lot of dark side points by simply telling each one of those guys to leg it. And Jolie can't complain at me because I didn't kill the guy. The guy shot his own men. I tried making Wookie corpse. Nothing bolt, slaver contract. Interesting item. Slaver contract. Can contain a contract to trade weapons for slaves. And a manifest of goods already delivered. It would seem that Rowo has sold a number of Wookiees previously and intends to do so again. Found Roro. So, the guy, was he in fact a slaver? And did the older one, that was telling me to back off, find this out and get involved to keep the other one from
fights with me.
diamonds. Fine. Good.
Powering weapon. Termination required.
Dominated. Then up 400 points. Plenty of guys to kill. Excellent. save on that one. Nice. Excellent. Hold
You
up.
cannot win.
Vengeance and ours! Oh, wait, you're doing that in the middle of combat? Yes. Okay, strength modifier. Wireless, yeah. Hit with chance is important for the characters that use close quarter weapons, like vibrators, lightsabers. Add modifiers to range attack. Hit. By using a opponent with strength up. Which should make me better at hitting with one lightsaber. Right. Repair. Later attribute is intelligence. Portrait crossway skill. Charisma, which is powers. Well, they can not use things like, you know, force, shield, or speed. Night speed. I mean, kills are pretty strong. Yeah.
Droid efficiency at its best.
Rocks. That's good. We got. It should be level 8 now. It's actually out of time of the video, but. So in your memory,
Affirmative.
we have
If
8
you
points
believe
now.
your
We
skills
can't
are
get
up
much
to the
better.
task, request.
Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple.
Please. Success.
And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master.
Would you like to hear it?
like to hear it?
Yes, let me hear it.
Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SciTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me from an acquaintance I cannot identify for the purposes of protocol and bodyguard duties.
Why can't you identify his acquaintance?
Explanation. That previous owner is part of memories that are still deleted, Master. It is customary for droids' memories to be wiped when it is sold.
Okay, this man, is he still alive?
Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit prior to system shutdown.
You killed your own master.
Affirmative, Master. Though I had not been programmed to do so. The human's termination was accidental. Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. He was pleased by the discovery. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination protocol and instructed me to kill all those responsible for the competing product. I proceeded to carry out my order.
Wait, so what's the assassination protocol?
Information. This HK-47 unit is complete with protocol that, when invoked, will set me to independently carry out a termination. I will go to whatever lengths, travel whatever distances are required to complete the termination. This is the reason for my combat skills. Advisement.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the assassination protocol is currently non-functional. You will not be able to activate it.
Why not?
Answer. Several of my actuators were damaged by my former owner. They cannot be repaired, Master. Sad though that is.
Oh, no.
My former master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation, my master's own employer. It did not take long for my master to realize his mistake. By then, I had already terminated 104 corporate officers.
So he set you up on his own company.
Observation. While it may have been unintentional, My master's wording of his orders left little room for me. SciTech was responsible for the product, after all. I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer of SciTech and a potential target, but I cannot terminate my own master. I would assume that being the sole officer remaining, he would surely be promoted. Instead, however, the human chose to go insane with rage and attack me.
And that's when you killed him.
Objection? Naturally
not,
not,
Master.
Master. As I said, I am incapable of purposefully terminating my owner. That would not be allowed.
You cannot
My
do
master
that.
was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming and stabbing me with a writing utensil, he managed to pierce one of my actuators. The resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect.
I don't think he was as lucky as you think. Well, it was his own fault.
Statement. I was only doing as I was told, Master. I would have told the human the proper codes to deactivate my protocol, had he asked. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. I can only assume that while I was shut down, SciTech was dismantled and I was auctioned off as former corporate property. Observation. No doubt my sale price was quite cheap, leading to Yukalaka's purchase. How very demeaning.
Didn't they know what you had done?
Statement. How could they? The vast majority of the officers had already been terminated. They likely assumed I was mere chattel.
Did you discover any other
I
moves?
have recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance,
Excellent.
Master.
This is why you
I
do
will
this.
activate them now. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. Though certain stimuli could always restore my core still, as I explained. For now, please excuse me, Master. I wish to meditate upon the face of my former meatbag master as he was electrocuted. I find it most soothing.
Because your repairs, SWKotOR now the permanent bonus of +2 with dexterity. Items received, items lost. But that is all going to be it for us today. For this one. Not today, really. But for this. But now he's got 21 because his defense, his dexterity went up by 2. That's awesome. And the thing is, every time you do these upgrades, his dexterity will go up. So the more he does them, the more dangerous he becomes. So, you know, that makes a pretty good... You think about it, that makes a pretty good fighter unit. That's why he's so good at so good at ranged combat. So when it comes to your ranged combat, you can hit other characters and they are pretty good. But quite frankly, not as good as him. He is very, put away, there are very few characters that can beat him for his ranged combat skills. Yes, you give him a really... I mean, he got a really good gun here. Don't get me wrong. That's though Zaba's Volcas is 313. 312, that's 613. You can't complain on that one. But there you go, folks. This is why you should always word your instructions very carefully. And make certain that when you are actually given these instructions, you understand exactly what you're asking him to do. Before we quit, let's this episode, let's have a quick...
Statement. HK. Affirmative. If you request.
Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central...
Ah, no!
Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you
I'll transfer again later.
As you desire, Master.
Okay, so a score of 8 is not enough for the next one. So you can't do it with a score of 8. You need to get more higher points, which means putting more points into repair. Or when the next features comes up, because I haven't had feats in a while, getting points in Machine Head. That naturally gives you a lot of points into and boosts your repair skill. I haven't had a feat for a while. Like I said, I just went -5. Last time I just went +8. I don't know why my scores going. I don't know if I'm getting dark side or not. Oh well, anyway, that's all for next time, folks. When we come back, we have to figure out how to shut down get that guy out of the Shadowlands. So until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya!